what, the difference this new tyre makes on a rear, Jesus Christ. Absolutely night and day. But yeah, and again, sometimes we know, just go for a ride to clear your head, whatever stresses you've got going on in life. You know, it's quite therapeutic when you jump on a motorbike. Really, really therapeutic. It's just you and the machine. Sometimes you're lost in your thoughts, but obviously you can't really be too focused on other things whilst you're riding for obvious reasons. You've got to remain focused, just get home in one piece, and obviously there's a time and a place to have fun. You know, we've all been there, done it. I'm not going to be a hypocrite, but again, what I say now is let everyone do what they're doing. Ride your own ride, drive your own drive, do what you're doing. You know, leave everyone to it. It's not going to bother me what someone's doing, but obviously if you're going to put my life in danger, it's a slightly different story. At the end of the day, I'm just out here enjoying myself. You know, I've got a family as well. I've got a little boy I'm trying to get home to. So people, when you're in your cars, tailgating motorbikes, just remember that. You know, we're just out here, we're not all fucking idiots. You know, don't brandish everybody. That's why I say now, I preface everything I say. Car drivers, not all, some car drivers, even some truck drivers and motorcyclists, you know, all it takes is a small minority to give a majority a bad name. You know, and that can go anything in life. And again, even little learners, you know, I was a learner once, given acknowledgement, whether it's a little head nod in the UK, it's different, like in Spain, similar to America, where you just give the hands down with the two fingers. Thanks. Keep it down, 2 wheels down, I think it means on that side. But with a head nod now, sometimes I don't prefer doing that, mate, because if you're trying to get to a corner, seeing another biker, you're looking at them instead of looking at your corner. Get target fixated, next thing, you've messed up your lines and you put yourself in danger. So rather than doing that, hands up, let him know you've seen him and carry on about your day. No one's getting butt hurt. You know, I see too many comments sometimes, some people, why don't bikers nod at each other? Fuck's sake. Well, for me especially, I've got a spinal injury, so I can't be fucking nodding every 2 seconds like a nodding dog at every bike you see. I'd rather just give me hands up, it's easier for me and it's safer. So, but again, to each your own. You know, I'm not gonna knock anybody that nods. It's one of the traditions here in the UK, so when in Rome, mate, like the Romans, or do what the fuck you want to do. Who gives a damn what people think? As long as you're keeping yourself safe, you're not doing anything dodgy. Do what you want to do. Get home in one piece. Yeah, and with this moto vlogging thing, you know, it's not cheap starting off initially. Obviously, you want to make sure you get the correct camera, the correct microphone set up, because I made a mistake a few years ago. Obviously, I'm trying to do this YouTube, put on a few videos on a phone. That's fucking hell. It was must have been from the 1980s. The camera quality was shocking. But for me, you know, I've gone through that many phones over the years as a truck driver. Broken screens, sat on them, fell out of my pocket, where, you know, I've come to the point where I just thought to myself, you know what, to hell with it, just get a cheap phone. I need to use it for calls and texts, nothing else. But now, you know, I want to do this part-time, you know, just for myself, and if it takes off, it takes off. And if not, you know, again, it doesn't really matter. But, you know, if you guys enjoy the old school bikes, and I do apologise sometimes with the swearing, because I did put in one of my old videos a few months back, Lambo, lovely. Yeah, I said there's a few things you will get as a motorcyclist and a trucker, me being both. One of them, you're going to get high blood pressure for obvious reasons. You're going to have Tourette's. Before I started truck driving and riding a motorbike, used to be quite calm, nice, laid back, nice and chilled. And then when you get out on the road, some of the things that you end up seeing, it leaves you slightly exasperated, to say the least, and Tourette's has started to creep into my vocabulary. And obviously with this video channel, you know, I'm just going to go out there. It's not really a kids channel. Well, it's meant to be family friendly, but what I've got to put, you know, in there initially, parental guidance. Every now and then there might be a few expletives, to say the least. I'll try to keep it as clean as the best part. And more so with motorcycle as well. One of the other things you're always going to have is paranoia. Now the paranoia, when you go out on it, but people out trying to frigging kill you, which sounds cliched, not doing it on purpose, you know, you just got to ride, you know, you ride to a certain extent where you're not putting yourself in immediate danger. And like you said, always trying to find an escape route on a motorbike, especially. That's why you don't want to be sat in the middle of a bloody car in front of you. Because if someone's behind you on the phone, texting, not paying attention, they've got the head down next to them, they're looking up, they're coming up, you know, literally about to smash into you. If you're checking your mirrors, you can either pull left or pull right. If you're on lane, I call this lane 1, position 2, you're not lane, sorry, yeah. Position 1, position 2, and position 3 here. So try and keep yourself in either position 1 or 3 in traffic. You never want to be slap bang in the middle, and always be checking your mirrors. So yeah, with respect to the paranoia aspect, it's more so to do with losing your bloody bike, and I've lost one. When I say lost, I didn't misplace it. Some swines stole my first KTM in Manchester when I was in Austria. Came in with a white Mercedes Vito, done a ram raid, old school Manchester style, ram raided. I used to live in Flint Glass Works in Ancoats, right near Sankey's. Anyone from the northwest will know, famous nightclub. Not quite the Hacienda, but Sankey's Soaps. It's a little nightclub in Manchester. So yeah, the ram raided it. I had a tracker, disc lock, chain. I had it parked behind my little mini R53 at the time. But as I said, if I want something, these scumbags will come and take it. And you know, I literally feel sorry for people who've lost bikes, cars, or anything that's been robbed of you. For people who can't be asked going out working and getting for themselves. So yeah, you know, with a paranoia aspect, is you're wondering if you ever go to the services, Jesus, it's like if I need to do a number 2 and I'm going to be out of sight of my motorbike, you best believe that's going to be the fastest number 2 ever. Like here, the car's coming up behind me, I'm not too close to this guy in front, I can pull left if I need to. Right, what's coming down here? Right, also if we can't see left, little trick as a truck driver, normally in a truck what you can do is you can tilt your cab left to look right. So Porsches, very well-to-do ladies, out for afternoon lunch, no doubt, rather spiffing. Right, please, let's have a look, let's do the little swerve, and it still fucking pulls out. Nice one, mate, not bad. Typical fucking so-and-so, I'm not even going to bother saying what I think. Right, see which one's looked. Yeah. And again, there's the Tourette's. Right, we have one more, let's have a look. Right, swerve, swerve, look, look. Okay. Right, again, coming up to this, where's my escape route here? Speed bump is not one of them. I don't want to be escaping into position 3 to oncoming traffic, so the best one, keep myself in lane position 1 here. So if I have to kind of duck and dive, I can just jib through. Right, cyclists, of course, you want to pull out. Fucking honestly, law unto themselves, some of these cyclists. So again, use all of the road. Don't be scared. You know, you pay bloody road tax and insurance. I paid for the road. I'm going to use all of the road. So yeah, today, unfortunately, I'm not sure what day. It's probably on a weekend. It'll be a better day to come out supercar spotting. But as it is showing you there, just only been out for a little while. Already seen a few. I mean, usually there's all kinds of crazy cars. All sorts of things knocking about. Not only cars, bikes. Right, let's get on the A34 towards Manny. No doubt again, crazy traffic. Nice and easy. Usually when the cars come off here, they just let it rip, but I'm not sure with these cameras are, so I'm just going to chill. Well, I'll say that. When in Mexico, make like the Mexicans. Well, anyway, I'm not doing excessive speed, I'm doing the speed limit. Can't be a hypocrite. Is it safe for me to be speeding along here? Not really. Right, get out of this guy's blind spot. Don't want to be sat alongside where he can't see him. So 125 or a 250 perhaps. Still nice though. Right, slow it down, Mr. Van Driver. Check our mirrors. Or granite. Make sure she's going there. Sweet. Road's bumpy. Again, nothing behind me. Another pet peeve as a truck driver. I hate people stuck in a friggin' right-hand lane when there's nothing left. Irks me beyond belief. Different on a motorbike, obviously you can just get gone if you need to. Right, slow it down. Alright, let's check. Let's get past this fella here. I don't have a clue where these bloody noise cameras are, so just gonna chill. I call this thing fucking Lazarus. Why, you may ask? Because he can wake the dead. Not fucking literally. All you Catholics going out there, oh my god, it's fucking blasphemy. Nah, again, the old adage, I believe loud pipe saves lives. People pay attention normally. Sometimes if they can't see you, you hope and pray they can hear you. Right, let's be careful, Mr. Van Driver here. Half of these are a nuisance in a truck. Right, let me get the line straightened up. Right, let's go. When in Mexico, let's... Okay, man. Speedy Gonzales style. Why is he braking? Let's have a look at everything around the corner. Anyway, I'm still on the speed limit. What's this guy trying to come up behind me? See, sometimes you get paranoid. If you see a car trying to sneak up behind you or flying up behind you, you never know. Undercovers in England, they can be driving anything. Nice cars, anything. Estate station wagons, high performance cars in Manchester especially. There's S3s, RS3s, Subarus. There's been all kinds of crazy cars up in here in Manchester. It's an old Merc, very nice. Right, Oh, bumpy as fuck, for goodness sake. That was a shit line. Christ almighty. It was that road then. He's trying to pull me in the fucking ruts, trying to pull me into that other lane. For goodness sake, honestly, it's crazy. That's why with some of these little bits of road, if you're unsure, just take it easy. If I was going at any kind of crazy speeds, then you could have either come off, hurt yourself and look rather stupid. Right, let's filter to the front. Let him know, let's see. Right, here, be careful, that's it changing. Just get in front of this fella here. Thank you very much. Let's get on the anchors. Right, can we get to the front here? Thank you very much. Thank you. Right, car, stay in your lane. Right, now Valentino Rossi and Mark Marquez here, because here comes, right, where's the escape route? Let's cut through the middle. Nice and easy. I've seen people filtering in America. You guys a bloody death wish. Filtering it, insanity. Insanity's alright, get in front of this fella. Right, let's be careful. There's a motorbiker here, let's be careful of his space. Only for me to go flying round there. Right here, where's my escape lane and a motorbike? Right, make sure this guy can see me in his mirrors in front here. I want to keep myself away from this barrier. If something goes wrong, if I hit the barrier, I'm going to end up on the other side of the road there. So, and even here, don't get me wrong, it's not the best place. It might be a little bit safer in the middle of the drop back. If I stay too far in position one here, anything happens, I'm onto the other traffic on my side of the road here, my inside. So we just got to plan ahead and keep looking and just take it easy. G-Wagon. Look through the corner. Get it stood up before you get on the juice. There we go, and off we go. And it's 50, you know,